Hi crafty friends, this is card number 4 in Full Deck Challenge 3. Today's prompt is light green. My carryover item is this printable paper which has a watercolor finish. I used the yellow section in my yellow card and I'm going to use the green section from the same printable in today's card. Using a ruler to tear off a section of the green, and then I'll see how I'm going to use that in my mini collage. I also have a postage stamp in green, which is my constant for my challenge. I'm going through all my green items and selecting a few that draw my attention. And then I'm just going to start by tearing a few pieces and placing them down on the card to start my mini collage. I'm keeping my first few cards very simple. Sticking with the theme of mini collage, we will elaborate on techniques as we progress through the challenge. For now, we are practicing to put pieces together to create balance and contrast, and seeing how we can use the same color in different elements and how it all can work well together. I don't really have any kind of idea of what this is going to look like, so I'm just trying different pieces at different sizes in different sections. I'm moving them around a lot until I find something that I find interesting and appealing to my eyes. If you are on Facebook, you can join my group there. Just search Full Deck Challenge Group. Remembering you don't need fancy papers for this, you can use even cutouts from magazines. And do go through your scrap papers, you'll find lots there. This piece is from an Art by Marlene page that I had from another book. I have the leaves left over. They're not even full leaves, some of them are chopped on the left. That's okay, we'll make this work. I'm thinking it will look pretty perfect on my light green card today. And like I always say, you can always adjust your die cuts to suit your theme. I don't feel mine is quite green enough, so I'm going to use an acrylic marker to go over the leaves and enhance that color. I'm going to start sticking down my elements. I'm using some double-sided tape for the first piece. It's actually a sticker, but because I'm using it directly onto the face of the card, I'm thinking that it might not stick in the long run, so I've added some additional stick with a double-sided tape. Using Mod Podge for the rest of the pieces. This is a piece of collage paper that I made using some acrylic paint and a little tool that I was dipping into the acrylic paint and making the marks on the paper. I've added my green printable, which is the carryover item from last week. I've then added also a nice bright green to lift up the overall look. I've stuck down these two pieces, which are sort of torn to a point, and I've added them in opposite directions for balance. Before I add anything else, I'm going to trim off the excess so I can see exactly what the surface of my card looks like, so I know where I'm going to add my focal points. The little leaf die cut's not exactly like I want, so I'm cutting off the bottom leaf and adding it to the top. And then I have my postage stamp, which is my constant throughout the challenge. I've cut it in half and I'm putting half on the bottom left and half on the top right. Don't be afraid to cut things in half and to rearrange die cuts, color them in, change the elements to suit your project. They are adjustable. And in these first few cards of this challenge, this is what I'm hoping you will practice. Using some Mod Podge to stick down my little leaf die cut. You could also of course use craft glue or even gel medium. It's never too late to join in the Full Deck Challenge. This is Deck 3. I'll put the links to the 2 playlists for Deck 1 and 2 in the description box below. I'm absolutely crazy about butterflies and using butterfly wings in my projects. This butterfly wing is from an old calendar. It's green, it fits perfectly with my theme, and I really wanted to use it in my project today, but it was a little too big, unfortunately. I did try to see if I could make it work, but it wasn't to be. I will save that for a future project. I do instead have a smaller butterfly sticker, also in a beautiful green, that is a better size for this altered card. And for me to use it the way I want to, I need to put it on some kind of a backing. So I'm going to stick it onto some white cardstock. And then I'm going to fussy cut it. And then I'm going to cut it in half. I want the wings to be hanging off the page. So I'm going to stick one at the bottom left and one at the bottom right. I'm going to apply a small amount of glue to the inside of the wing and then attach it to the altered playing card. We are now expanding off the card. Because there's only a small amount of the wing actually attached to the back of the card, I want to reinforce it. I was going to use a piece of scrapbook paper, but I decided to use double-sided tape instead. And I'm not peeling off the protective layer. I'm going to add some more definition to my little leaves using my black fine liner pen, another constant on my craft table. I'm going around the lines very roughly. I wanted to still have that doodle effect. I'm just helping it stand out a little bit more. I really hope you enjoyed this card number 4 and were inspired to create your own. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. The prompt for next week for card 5 is dark green. Thanks again for watching. Happy creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.